So welcome back to episode number 5 of the Manchester United career mode here on FIFA 20. It has been a while, it has been quite some time since the last episode, but we are back and better than ever after we're going through a very exciting episode. We've got a big trip up against Wolves. Now we're actually at home, but we've got a big game up against Wolverhampton Wanderers to kickstart off the episode. But we'll go through our calendar, we'll go through the schedule and see what lies ahead after this big Wolves game. We've got some Europa League action finally. I still think we're going to sim it. I mean, the Europa League will probably, until we get to some more difficult games deeper into the tournament, we'll worry about it. But we have a Carabao Cup final, a chance to win some silverware this episode at Wembley against Everton. So that'll be a massive matchup we have to look forward to. A game against Manchester City at Old Trafford, and also a game against Tottenham, and then Everton again, also Norwich at the start of March. And then the schedule's probably going to get even more jam-packed if we make it through to the next round of the Europa League. Yeah, it's only going to get busier and better, but that is going to be our schedule going into this episode. I'm not sure how far we'll get through. I want to make it to the end of March. Currently still sitting on top of the Premier League table alongside Watford. However, before we get into this first game up against Wolves, we've gone with a bit of a change in our managerial outfit right here. You guys were complaining down below. It was looking a bit too silly, so we've laid it back. We've gone with a bit more formal approach. Yeah, we've been hiding something under that beanie the whole time. We've got a nice little ponytail rocking, and yeah, a nice little grey and black suit going on. The light pink suit. It was fun for a while, but now we are in business. We're back in action in the Premier League, and that is the starting 11 going out to face Wolves today. So if you're going to enjoy the video, make sure to slap a like on it, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on a video. Wolves have been performing rather poorly in the Premier League, and oh my goodness, it is a massacre at Old Trafford. 5-0. Rashford, Martial, Pogba, Milinkovic-Savic, and Shaw. The only bad side is that Maguire's come off injured. Let's see how long he is out for. Hopefully it's not too long. And Harry Maguire's only out for 7 days. Here we go. I've been really impressed with how much the training has improved. Both Gomes, Chong, and Greenwood. Greenwood's gone up by like 7. Gomes has gone up by 7. It has worked wonders for the youth lads, and they're going to get a run out tonight against Slavia Praha away from home, and let's see how they do. Hopefully we'll get back a few away goals to take back to Old Trafford. I do believe it still is the round of 32 or the round of 16. I'm not too sure, but Greenwood gets a goal and makes it 1-1. We've got an away goal to bring back to Manchester. All right, it is the second leg. We haven't had any games between whatsoever. We're going to go into this press conference just to show off our brand new look in front of the press. Hopefully they might take us a bit more seriously without the pink suit. There we go, in the fresh charcoal grey suit, and we're going to try to pump the morale up, especially before this massive Carabao Cup final. So I'm looking to rest a lot of the players, to be fair. We've got a big trip to Wembley to consider. To be honest, we need to get past the round of 32 at home to Slavia. Surely the second team can go out and do the job over both legs, and it is a 4-1 demolition. Old Trafford is proven to be a big fortress. Pereira with a brace, Allo and Greenwood yet again on the score sheet. So we are into the round of 16. That is what you want to see. Greenwood's come back and saying he's playing amazing, and I've got to agree with him. 2 goals in 2 games, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Keep it up, Greenwood. Also, Jimenez has come to us, and I'm also proud of him as well. Let's just pump that morale up, because that is what you need. We're going into our first game of the episode. It is going to be a Carabao Cup final. Silverware is on the line here at Wembley, and we're up against the Blues. We've had a lot of famous Carabao Cup finals. The last one was against Southampton, I believe. I want to get my hands on some silverware this season. We're still in the FA Cup as well, so the domestic treble, even the quadruple, is still on the line at the moment. It is United up against Everton in London. Let's get it. And also, something that I've started doing, we're also going to make sure that the other opposition are playing their strongest starting 11 by selecting their team before the game. Double check and make sure that they've got, their strongest starting 11. It seems like Everton have, gotten everything in check right now. The League Cup final, always a big occasion for both parties involved, and we packed out Wembley today. Half Everton fans, half United fans. So BCHD is willing to get his first pieces of silverware today. There it is, the trophy. It is the League Cup final at the end of the day. We got to go ahead and make those ribbons red. I don't know why they're blue, but Everton have made it into the final as well. They beat Newcastle in the semis. We just destroyed all our competition. We haven't really had a challenge in this competition whatsoever. A lot of the big teams got knocked out early. Here to prove today that we deserve to get our names on that trophy. Our strongest starting 11 is out. We all know how Everton's lining up, so let's get this one underway. It is Mandzukic, to kick things off. Some annoying shadows today at Wembley, but we're going to deal with it. We're going to have to deal with it. Here as Everton make their way through with Mandzukic. The Croatian lifts that one in. Not as expected right now, but Wan-Bissaka finds him again. It's a lovely little 1-2 with him and the German, and Kai Havertz puts it across goal. We're going to get a corner. Can he turn up? Can he step up to the plate? On this big occasion, he heads it across goal. And Everton are playing ping pong around the box. And Martial back through to Maddison. He sees the run of Paul Pogba. He takes the shot, but the touches were unnecessary. Aki Bernard definitely been a very attacking player. It's off the post. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Marcus Rashford. He spreads that one across the Everton defense. They've pushed too many men forward. And now Kai Havertz down this right-hand side. He could go all alone here. He could sweat it across goal. He sweats it across to Marcus Rashford. And our number 10 shows up on Carabao Cup final day at Wembley. The Englishman gets a goal and he puts us 1-0 up, getting our first goal of the final. Straight after Everton hit the post, we go up the other end and score a goal. Thanks to Kai Havertz, that electric run. And yeah, he's not selfish. He gives it across. He gets an assist. And it's yet another goal for Marcus Rashford. Puts it through the legs of the Everton defender and straight into that bottom left-hand corner. Across James Maddison, who's been very lively for us in midfield. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic will find the ball out to Kai Havertz. A lovely touch from the German. And he is having the game of his life right now. Our number 7 finds his way into the box. He'll try and cut it back. But Mandzukic, Luke Shaw, our defense has pretty much been up to par this match. And now James Maddison can find a lovely ball through to Kai Havertz. Our best player so far tries to chip Pickford. And he came out just in time to stop him. Everton still rather conservative. They did show some signs of an attacking intent. Now Richarlison down the right-hand side keeps the ball in, surprisingly. Their number 7 will cross it in. Mandzukic is there. Going to go past the post. That is going to be halftime in the Carabao Cup final. We're on track. We're one hand on the trophy, basically. We need the second 45 to close off this match. But we still got to be wary of Everton. Let's go and attack this second half. Hard rips his way past Wan-Bissaka. The little Brazilian has found a lovely piece of play here. David De Gea hasn't had much to do all game, but he's come out in this second half with a world-class save. Who was that on? Mandzukic. He is a well-known header of the ball, and David De Gea denies him of the equaliser. Everton find themselves with a corner here, trying to get right back into this match. Havertz through to Fabian Delph, the ex-Man City boy. We definitely don't want him getting on the score sheet today. And what just happened there? Jimenez turned into a statue. And it's Richarlison doing his little pigeon celebration, scoring the equaliser at Wembley. The Brazilian gets Everton back on the scoreboard. And what has transpired here? Jimenez literally stood still. And it's Richarlison to poke it into the top right-hand corner. Everton's second shot on target. And that's a goal for him. The Brazilian toe pokes that one through. And it's unsavable for our Spaniard in net. It is 1-1. Through to Angel Gomez, and now Everton really finding their feet here. David De Gea has come out of goal, and one-on-one he saves that, and again he reacts to get the second. Beautiful ball into Luke Shaw, will cross that one in. It is a beautiful ball in, and oh my god, Delph nearly got an own goal. Cut opportunity in this second half, but Martial, it is Havertz who might turn our fortunes around. The German takes a strike, and it was a terrible shot dragged wide. Right, well, you guys have been calling out for it. We've brought on Bailey and Daniel James to come on and try secure the win and get this second. All over us at the moment. Mandzukic off to Richarlison. He makes his way through our defense, and David De Gea with a big palm. That was destined for the top right-hand corner. It's destined for extra time, and it's going to finish 1-1. We really did not show up for that second half, and deservedly, I'd say, for Everton, they take it to extra time. We're in for another half an hour of cup final football. Oh no, it's penalty straight. It's penalty straight away. Okay. All right, Leighton Baines, De Gea gets him, boys. We save it. All right, now it is penalty time. I honestly thought we were in for another game, for extra time. But Pogba with this run up. What is going on? Pogba, hurry up, mate. We haven't got all day. We've got a trophy to win. And he's doing his stupid little... Oh, my God. He's run up. All right, here with Toussaint, the Turkish... Oh, my God. He just Panenka David De Gea. All right, hopefully Martial can slot that one through. No silly run up this time. And the Frenchman doesn't mess around. David De Gea, can he save it again? It is Mario Mandzukic. And somehow slams that one home. All right, now Marcus Rashford, the goal scorer in the game. Can he get the goal? I'm trying to aim it right there. Okay, here we go. No. There we go. All right, I thought that one would miss, but Marcus Rashford with the placement. And now it is Richarlison, the man who scored, and it's off the post and off David De Gea's head. Okay, an interesting save style. And now it is the Jamaican off the bench, Leon Bailey, our new summer signing. Cool, calm and collected here in his first Wembley appearance. And now, if David De Gea saves this one, it is game over for Everton. Nard, who was dangerous all game for the Evertonians. The Brazilian will go left and he goes straight into the middle. We need to score. It is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Shall we go top right? We will. Oh no, that's a bit too much power. And Aaron Wan-Bissaka absolutely nestles that one into the top right. Secures us the Carabao Cup. And on penalties, surprisingly, no extra time. Straight to penalties. We don't crack under pressure. We brought back the glory days of Manchester United and won a cup final. It is the first piece of silverware in a while for United, to be fair. And it's their new summer signing from Crystal Palace to launch that one into the top right. No way Timo Horn was getting his hands on that. And it's now time for the trophy celebrations. For the first time in FIFA 20 career mode, our first piece of silverware with Manchester United as well. Doesn't matter how you win them, we won it at the end of the day. I'm going to leave you with the trophy celebrations, but we'll be back into the main menus very soon for the rest of this episode. I'm not quite sure who's going to lift the trophy, but oh, it's Paul Pogba to lift the trophy. He missed a penalty in the penalty shootout, so he shouldn't be too proud of himself. But the ribbons are finally red. Enjoy the celebrations. Fresh off our Carabao Cup win, we're back on the training ground as Mason Greenwood cracking that 75 overall. I'm really ecstatic with his growth this season, showing his class in the Europa League too. And as you can see there in the news title, is Wan-Bissaka's penalty that won us the game. Anyway, get that little image. I love that little new feature this year, but it's pretty cool. We're going to move on to our FA Cup now. We've conquered the Carabao Cup. Now we are up in the FA Cup for a game against Norwich. We're probably going to give the second string team out. Dalot wants a game. We'll give him a game. We'll sim this one at home. Old Trafford is proven to be a fortress for us so far. It is Norwich, and it's a 2-0 win. Angel Gomez and Fosu Mensah on the score sheet. Now it is derby day right here. If we want to continue our charge to the top of the Premier League table, we're up at home against Manchester City. It's another massive game, and this is when the schedule starts to get a bit congested. We have 6 games in 12 days. You hate to see it, really. You really do. We have another game up against Everton. Going to be a massive test for the boys. Hopefully we get a few games rescheduled here and there, but we'll go into this press conference, try raise the spirits as Watford is right behind us. They're on our tails at the moment, and we need to pick up 3 points where it is needed, and we managed to do it at the Etihad. I can imagine we can do it at Old Trafford just as well, the one that just won the Carabao Cup final. So we're going to go into this game against City, against Guardiola's men. Here we are. It is derby day. We're up against the old enemy. They've come back to Old Trafford from across the road. It wasn't a long trip for him, but the George Best Tifo is out for this one. The banner tackle from Luke Shaw. Pogba with some lovely control will free Havertz down this right-hand side, and yet again the German has been showing our best attack so far, and it's just wide of the post. It's here away at Old Trafford to get their season back on track in 8th position. That's not where they want to be, but we've got a title to win, boys. We can't have any remorse for our City crosstown rivals, but here with Anthony Martial, the electric Frenchman down this left-hand side, will try to find the ball at the back. And now it's Marcus Rashford, as easy as you like. He scored in the cup final. He's going to do it again in the derby. He loves the Manchester derby. And our number 10 with another Premier League goal. What can I say? It was just a palm away from the goalkeeper. And as simple as you like, Martial probably could have gone by himself. But who was in goal? Claudio Bravo. Edison is in goal. And it was a poor piece of goalkeeping from the Brazilian shot stopper. And it's as simple as you like. Nestled into that bottom right-hand corner for the 1-0. Luis Suarez, public enemy number 1 here at Old Trafford. And Eriksen, the man who we wanted to sign on a pre-contract, but City beat us to it. And David De Gea denies the Dane of an opening goal. Concern provider James Maddison floats a lovely ball into an unmarked Anthony Martial, and it's a big save from Edison. Milinkovic-Savic, the Serbian, who'll get there first, and now Marcus Rashford in through on goal. And we really should have the second by now. Unable to get the second. We go into the break 1-0 up. Now he's found it through to Luis Suarez, the Uruguayan, through on goal. It is Leroy Sané. It's a heroic defensive clearance away. Willing to hold possession here. Pep Guardiola's men have worked their way into the box. It is going to be Muller. David De Gea with a save, and Eriksen heads that one way over the bar. Brian, City are lurking here. City are lurking, and Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling off the bench. Man City's first real attack of the match, I want to say. One of their first clear-cut opportunities. And it's a carbon copy of the Carabao Cup final. We went 1-0 up early. We weren't able to get the second and finish off the match. And it's Raheem Sterling. Hits the post. Goes straight back to him. City, no way, should be able to win this. It is Luis Suarez. And straight off kickoff, the Uruguayan, another ex-Liverpool player, comes to haunt us here. Manchester City might have an away day masterclass on their hands. The citizens are doing some daylight robbery here at Old Trafford. Literally eases past his Uruguayan countryman in Jimenez and finesses that one into the bottom right. This has turned into a disaster for us here on Derby Day. Not deserve to lose this game after all the chances we had in the first half. Daniel James is offside. He'll get a goal. He'll put it into the back of the net, but the Welshman was well offside. De Bruyne over for Luis Suarez on the line. Milinkovic-Savic. Oh no, not again. Not again. And it's happened again. All of a sudden, a second half collapse. Not even that. The last 10 minutes collapse. And Luis Suarez piles on a hat-trick on us. 4-1 to City. What we did to them on their own patch, they've come over on our home patch and done the same to us. They're going to capture all 3 points away from home. And we suffer our first defeat of the episode to Man City. And yep, full time, that is definitely one to forget under the tenure of Sir BCHD. And Suarez takes home the match ball. All the former Liverpool players are scoring on us in the derby. Yep, it's class shithousery from Man City there. Despite a Derby Day loss, the Wonder Kids are back on the training ground, and it's Gomes going up to a 76 overall. But only 2 days later, hopefully we can pick up points from this game. We'll put the second string team out, and if we don't, we're going to be a level on points with Watford on top of the Premier League table with 10 games to go. Everton aren't on good form at the moment, and they get the 1-0 win. Greenwood comes off injured, and this is not looking good for us. In the meantime, though, no one looking all too special in the youth's monthly scouting report. No one being worthy to be promoted into the class of 2020. And it looks like that injury Greenwood picked up is going to be out for 2 months. That is going to hurt his growth and development so much towards this end of the season. He's pretty much out for the rest of the season. But you know what? We've got the first team out for this one. Away in Germany, it is a massive clash. We've started on the road of this disastrous schedule, the schedule of nightmares, and it's a 1-1 draw. Martial misses a penalty, but Rashford makes up for it, and we take an away goal back to Old Trafford. And desperate times do indeed call for desperate measures. We've got Bailey up top, we've got Tuanzebe and Lindelof at the back. It's an away trip to Burnley for the round 6 of the FA Cup. We haven't been on a good run of form. This is a schedule that is not favouring us at the moment, but we somehow come away with a 2-1 win. Pogba off the bench, Gomes on the score sheet again, and it is through to the quarterfinals, I believe, of the FA Cup. And with that Greenwood injury, we have 2 slots available in training. You know what? We'll double down on Gomes and we'll double down on Chong as well. We'll give him some vision and long pass training, as well as Taith Chong will double down on his training too. His growth hasn't been too fast so far, so hopefully with this extra training slot, he'll get some increase in growth and performance. There we go. It is Gomes and Chong solely on training. Right, away in North London against Spurs. They're 4th in the Premier League, and the boys are extremely exhausted. They're tired. The stamina is low, but we're going to go in with the first team and hopefully cause an away day upset. They recently just lost 7-2 to Bayern Munich in real life, so let's go ahead and get this win. And that's how we need to improve going into Season 2. Some more depth, some more quality, because yeah, we have rotated the side heavily. 6 games in 12 days does not help whatsoever. Does not help the cause. But we're in North London tonight at Spurs' brand new stadium. Here we go. It is a packed house here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Jimenez ready for this one. This is our Tottenham lineup though. It is Hugo Lloris in goal. Hopefully they've got their strongest starting 11 out. It is Vertonghen looking a bit weird there with his Terminator-like face. It is Winks and Gundogan in the midfield. And then Lucas Moura, Lo Celso, Heung-min Son. At striker is going to be Harry Kane. So no Dele Alli here for Tottenham. Alright, we're underway here. Harry Kane will get us underway. And Milinkovic-Savic will get his Serbian head on that one. It is through to the back post, and Havertz Lloris came out to punch it. Brilliant interception. James Maddison will try to work it through to Paul Pogba. Can Rashford find him again? Yes, the Serbian throw on goal here. He'll get the opener. No, it is Lloris with another brilliant save charge. But Marcus Rashford will find Havertz down the right-hand side. And Wan-Bissaka is ready to loft the ball into the middle, but will cut back for James Maddison first time, and he's blasted that one over. Looking dangerous right now. Lucas Moura, the Brazilian. We all know about his electric pace. Wan-Bissaka gave the ball straight back to Tottenham off the post. Way through to Lucas Moura. Now Tottenham have entered the box. They're looking very dangerous in this second half. And as a result of that, they're going to get a goal. It is İlkay Gündoğan, the ex-Man City player, to get a goal here for Tottenham. Heads that one home and gets them the opener. 1-0 to Spurs. And we haven't really been looking to get a goal this half. And in the second, David De Gea trying to motivate the boys, trying to get them back on form. It is a disaster away in North London. An unmarked İlkay Gündoğan, and De Gea should have done a bit better there. Now Martial, that's a nice ball in from the English striker. Now Martial will try find the runner of James Maddison, and again, he's blasted that one off target. Moura, the South American connection, is tearing our defense to shreds at the moment. Luke Shaw cannot clear the ball to save his life. And it's back to Lo Celso. They just got every deflection there, and Heung-min Son to get the second right off the bat in the second half. You know, the defense, they've tried to clear it about 7 times, unable to do so, and Tottenham take full advantage. They go 2-0 up, and there we go. We just did not turn up to that game whatsoever, and Spurs come away with a 2-0 victory. Here we go, the second leg, the home leg of our RB Leipzig clash in the Europa League. Let's just dive straight into this one. We've got an away goal to take back with us. Hopefully, we can seal the match. And no, it is going to be 2-0 to RB Leipzig. We're not in good condition at the moment. Ever since that Carabao Cup final, we've taken our foot off the pedal. There we go, knocked out of the Europa League. Currently sitting into 3rd position. We've slumped from 1st to 3rd. Spurs overtake us as well as Watford. We've still got a game in hand though over Spurs, as Chelsea, Liverpool starting to creep up into the top 4. It is going to be a very tight title race. Between 1st and 6th, there's only 3 points separating. And in the relegation zone, it is Southampton, Sheffield and Crystal Palace. And we're up against Sheffield United at home in the relegation zone. The first team is out for this one. Surely we can get back to winning ways here. It's a 4-0 demolition job of the Blades. 2-0. 2 goals from Marcus Rashford. Martial and Havertz also getting on the score sheet. Alright, it is last game of the episode time. We've had a few stinkers so far, so it is a must-win match up against Brighton on the south coast of England today. We take a trip down to sunny Brighton in a search for 3 points. Aaron Moy leads out Brighton. The Seagulls are ready for this one. If we win today in the gold jersey, which I feel like we just do better in. I don't know why. It's some superstition. But we're going to go back on top of the Premier League table to end off the video. And we need a strong end to the episode. And here is how Brighton line up. They've got the 2 Australians. They've got Matt Ryan in goal. They've got a back 5 of March, Brooks, Zagadou, Webster and Montoya. They have Aaron Moy and Bissouma in the midfield, as well as their Iranian winger, Mapai and Trossard up top. So it is a very strong Brighton side. And this is how we line up. A bit of a different back 4. We've got Bailey and Lindelof in there. I just feel like we need to shake things up at the back. And we obviously have the starting 11 of Milinkovic-Savic, Pogba, Havertz, Maddison, Bailey, and it is Rashford starting. We've benched Martial for now, but that is the starting 11. Let's go ahead and get the 3 points. Pogba, he might have a go from this long distance, and it's Matt Ryan with a save. Into Mapai, it's Trossard again, and nearly catches David De Gea out at the near post. We're in trouble now. Montoya does Luke Shaw, and now it's Aaron Moy. A massive save from David De Gea keeps us in the tie. Come into this game, he's come alive here, the German. Our number 7 finds himself one-on-one with Matty Ryan, and there we go. It's pretty much our first clear-cut chance of the match. And it's Kai Havertz, the German, on the score sheet, and we needed that. The away fans are celebrating to set himself up for that goal, and just to volley that one home into the bottom left gets us the opener. Havertz lifts that one in. It's James Maddison, and James Maddison with the header gets that one on target. Celebrates right in front of the away end, and the United fans, we were on struggle street in the first half. I'm not gonna lie, but somehow, some way, we've backed ourselves 2 goals within a matter of minutes here. It's an assist and a goal from Havertz. Maddison with the header straight into the ground, bobbles up into that top left-hand corner. It's 2-0 to the Red Devils. Here we go, Paul Pogba. And we're in second gear right here. We've stepped it up a notch. And James Maddison to secure all 3 points to get the double. No, it's Pogba. And it's off target. It was an empty net. Second half FC at it again. It is Maddison through to Pogba, willing to redeem himself. But James Maddison with the left foot pole driver. And he's put that one into the bottom left-hand corner. Surely now securing all 3 points. Celebrating his double in front of the away fans. What more could you want? We've really stepped up in this second half. And now we should be travelling back to Old Trafford with all 3 points. In this second half, I think everyone's gotten up to speed. And now Maddison, it's going to find its way to Pogba. And what a volley from the Frenchman. 4-0 now. It is a demolition job of Brighton at the moment. And it's our number 6, Paul Pogba, with a devastating finish. Gets us our 4th. It is 4 goals in the second half. It was a lucky deflection, but you've got to take your chances. He finishes that one, and Brighton have absolutely collapsed in this second half. That is all she wrote. A dominant second half display sees us get 3 points in what feels like forever. It was a great trip down to the south coast of England, and we get the job done here in the Premier League. And that will be that for episode number 5. We're going to start off the season finale with a title decider up against Tottenham Hotspur. Our fate will be decided both in the FA Cup, we're into the semi-finals, and in the last few games of the Premier League. Will we achieve the domestic treble, or will be revealed in the season finale? But thank you guys so much for watching. I've been BCHD. Hopefully you did enjoy. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the very next episode.